Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, I declare that being here is a reason for great joy, for a lot of light for my soul. Everything is as planned. The moment of revelations is approaching with great strides. Be ready, my brothers, are as balanced as possible. Put on your protections, put on your armor, have your masters around you. It won't be a moment, it will just be the beginning of a new time, the beginning of a new era, where dogmas will fall, declarations will fall, supposed truths will fall, and the masks, without exception, will definitely fall. You imagine, sometimes you even create what will come, but objectively you have no idea what lies ahead. It is necessary for each soul, each mind, to be fully connected with the light in the way that best suits it. It is as if you were today, each, built a safe room, an indestructible room, where neither wind, nor water, nor fire, nor the movements of the earth will be able to destroy it. And what is this room? They are your protections from the beings of light, they create this room for you. Inside it nothing will reach them. The main purpose that we have been doing all this time is to teach you how to create this environment, to teach you how to have us around you, but unfortunately many of you have not yet done so. Many of you just understand that in times of distress it will be enough to call us and we will be there for you. So I will present a parable. A house in the countryside, a man hears a dog barking. It is a suffering bark, a bark of pain. This man, whose heart is immense, spends days, and days looking for this animal, intuitively following the sound of its barks of pain. Through his loving heart, through his gesture, he finds the animal. This one is injured, hungry, almost to death. And this pure-hearted man frees the animal from the trap and takes it to his home. He takes care of it, feeds it, and in a few days the animal is up and running after him with great joy. What is the moral of this parable? What made the man find the injured animal? Simply his heart, the love he had for that strange animal that he didn't even know, the love of wanting to save it, of wanting to help it, led him to that animal. At this point I will explain to you what happened. That animal asked for help, he didn't know if she would come or not, but even though he was sick, even injured, almost to death, he had the strength to bark, 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 because there was hope that someone would help him. He trusted, and in the same way that man whose love in his heart was immense found that animal and was taken to him. Through a connection of love that was created between that animal and that man. The animal asked for help and this help was found in the heart of a good man. What's the difference between you when you're desperate and asking for help? None. The situation would only be different in the fact that you would be pleading with beings of light and not a human. So I tell you that if this supplication has a lot of faith, has a lot of belief that you will be helped, we will be there perfectly, and we will be that indestructible room around you. Now it's not enough to just scream, it's not enough to just beg, there needs to be trust and certainty that we will be there. So many of you don't create this trust, you think that in times of despair you just need to shout and we will be there. I'm not saying we will abandon you, but it's all proportionate to your faith, it's proportionate to your confidence, and not just the ego of feeling like you're threatened and asking for help. I ask a question. How many of you continue to insist on knowing who your masters are? The vast majority will respond, I've tried several times and given up. That's exactly what you do, they don't have persistence and don't trust that they will succeed. So they never succeed and worst of all they give up. Then, when everything happens, you thought you had the right to have our help immediately, because it wasn't your fault that you couldn't find out who we were. It was very difficult for you. But you want the help. There is a difference between trusting and knowing that everything will turn out the right way, and asking for help just to save yourself. The difference is huge from our side. So I say to each one of you, that this indestructible room, as if it were a small vessel, an ark, as you wish, it is very easy to create, you just need to trust, you just need to surrender to our protection, and then no matter what happens, you know that we will be there. So I repeat again, our protection is proportional to the size of your belief, the size of your faith. So if your belief and your faith are immense, how can you not reach us? If you believe that we are all around you, why can't you hear us, see us, feel us? And then you will certainly have countless answers to give. Starting, failing, and giving up is easy for you, persisting is something very little used. So I just say, don't just look for us in the sense of salvation, because it will take us a while to arrive, we will arrive, but not as quickly as the one that formed that room. That one will practically be immediate, but you'll have to wait a while and you'll be calling us just to save yourself, not because you trust us, because if you did you'd be in that room. So I say to each one of you, there is still time, but don't leave it too far ahead, because time is moving quickly and the moment is approaching in leaps and bounds. Either you will be inside your safe rooms protected by us, or you will be adrift for a long time until we appear. No, this is not punishment, this is the result of your faith, your trust, your belief, because whoever truly trusts us, sees us, feels us, hears us. Those who cannot, search within your hearts, how are you doing this search? Why are you doing this search, just to save yourself or because you trust us and give us your path? Answer this question, and you will immediately understand why you are unable to contact us. This contact has to come from love, it has to come from trust and faith, regardless of what will happen. Even if you know that something bad will happen to you tomorrow, you trust your teachers and know that whatever happens is because it had to happen, and you are completely confident that your masters did what was possible to do, because that was in your path. So I leave here this moment of reflection for each of you, how do you look for us, for what purpose? If only save? This is not the answer, because whoever seeks us with heart, with love, regardless of what comes next, finds us. Because we know how to respond exactly to each one of you, and if we don't respond it's because you didn't call us in the right way, which is through unconditional love, not for your own salvation.